Hello everyone. Quick video on the crypto market. I think this video will just be a overview of what I can see, what has happened, and what I see could be happening in the days to come. So if we look at the weekly chart, actually let's zoom out to the monthly. So this is the crypto total market cap excluding the top 10 cryptos. So if you're an altcoin holder, this chart is extremely important to to the future of these coins. So we can see here there has been a rejection to the resistance that has been formed from the prior highs, and it has on the monthly we can see a pretty big wick. On the weekly we can see here it's a little drop to the, I'll say little, but I know this has probably scared a lot of people because we were up so massively in terms of profit. That's why profit taking is always key. And then a drop to the downside of about 35%, which is, yeah, it's quite a bit, isn't it? But what I would like to express is this is actually, it's very normal. We are in crypto after all. We can't be expecting a massive parabolic price action to the upside without any significant drops also to the downside. It's very healthy, and I would literally always prefer this than a full blown a just yeah, a massive push to the upside, because it's never sustainable and will always come crashing down, always. So this is very healthy if you want the market to continue to push up. So as you can see, we've faced some resistance here, pulled back on the daily time frame. We've then rejected off this demand area, which was an absolute fantastic time to load up on some altcoins or your favorite alts. We created according to Elliott wave theory, we created an A, B, C. I could quickly draw that for you guys. So A, B, C. I think the C wave is in. And now I'm looking for. I'm not the biggest fan of Elliott waves, but I do like to apply a range of indicators or methods to my trading. So now I would like to see a five-way move up to confirm that the low is in. So I would say this is one, two, maybe a three, shallow wave four, and a five. Yeah, and I do think maybe the next wave three can even break these previous highs, which would be fantastic. So that's what I'm kind of seeing right now. I mean, we could also always, if I take that off, we can always also just range for a bit, just mess about here, because that's what crypto likes to do, and then push up to the upside. That's a very ugly little squiggle, but you get the picture. So that's what I'm seeing. I think I'm not when we were around here, I was expecting, okay, there's a chance where we could close some of the wick that was created here, or potentially a new wick. But how I like to handle my trades or my entries is I don't like to wait for the lowest of the lows, because I think that's how you miss the boat, honestly. I think it's best to position yourself smartly. So as this crazy move to the downside, if you, I don't know, let's just pick an altcoin. Let's pick Pepe. I'm not going to load up the chart, but let's just use the others chart as an example. So Pepe. So if Pepe was dropping, you enter a small position here, and then maybe another small position here, and then a second to last position in the demand zone where it's wicked. You can leave a limit purchase around here, and then obviously it's always good to keep some money in the on the table, just so we get cheaper prices for you to enter. So just always good to have some liquid cash. If we dropped around, let's just say, to made a new low around here, and and yeah, and so when the market then recovers, you'll just you'll already be in a better position than people who are constantly chasing the tops, or if we got a green multiple green candles, which creates a lot of FOMO. You'll be buying at, yeah, overvalued prices. Maybe not overvalued if we zoom out, but we always want to get the best entries, and yeah, and buy into the market's fear rather than buying into green candles. So I think, yeah, I think altcoins are set to kind of push to the upside now. If we quickly look at Bitcoin dominance, we've that recent drop that we've had, which pushed a lot of the altcoins quite high. We had this pretty big pullback, which I wasn't expecting, but at the same time I was expecting. So it's never going to just drop, straight away, which would be great, but it's unlikely for that to happen. So on the daily, I did draw a demand zone here, and as you can see, it's rejecting off this area now. So we could see some Bitcoin dominance spiking a bit before we potentially do something like this, and then break through this. And there's another demand area here, and like to see the reactions of this. But again, as always, none of this has to happen. We just kind of go with the charts and just be prepared for all scenarios. That's it. We're not here to predict the market, predict where things are going to go, but we just want to be ready, as we know we are in a bull run, and we know that Bitcoin's potentially going to make a new all-time high, and altcoins can also follow. It's from a risk to reward perspective. I mean, I'm betting that the market's going up. So, yeah. And we obviously want dominance to drop as much as it could. Like, yeah. Can it go to the top? Can dominance go around here? Sure. We can always have a pretty big push to around here, which mean Bitcoin is extremely dominant, which would lead to 67% to about probably 70 odd percent. And then we see a drop in dominance. That would be absolutely fantastic for alts, but I think it could also happen. I mean, we can easily see something like this happen, and then a mega push to the downside. But I mean, it's never guaranteed. So you like to be positioned into your coins smartly. So I wouldn't be waiting for that to happen. I would just be positioned. So if price goes lower on your favorite altcoins, you'll be DCAing in, and if when price goes back to the upside, you'll be slowly taking profits and DCAing out. It's very simple. You want to keep your trading very, very simple, and I cannot stress that enough. So I think it's looking the market's looking really healthy. The weekly chart is about to close in a day. This is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's about to close in a day or so. If you look at the daily, yep, we've broken this trend line, and now again we can always range for a bit and continue to the upside. And yeah, I think there's a lot of gains to be made in 2025. I really do think so. As long as you are not buying in on the tops or on green days, and you are buying into the fear of the market, you should do pretty well. You should do pretty well. So that's just a quick update on the overall crypto market. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.